What up, B Squad? It is your boy JB, and we are here today, you guys, with They Cutting the Fool. So, before we go ahead and get into it, if you guys are watching this video or any other video on the channel and you guys aren't subscribed yet, then I need you guys to do me a solid favor and stop taking me out on this date and having me pay for it at the end of it. And you guys know the routine. You can do me that favor by liking the video, subscribing to the channel, turning on your post notifications, you guys, and also by sharing the video. And with that out of the way, without further ado, let us go ahead and discuss what they are tripping about this week, shall we? All right, guys. So y'all know what They Cutting the Fool. We typically keep this at 30 minutes, so that's what we're gonna do. Now this week we got three. I think I'm gonna squeeze in three stories with this one. The first one we can talk about is something that I saw on my timeline the other day, and I was like, oh my God, somebody please get this girl some help. Now, this is talking about Katie Ross from the Real Housewives of Potomac, formerly of the Real Housewives of Potomac. Now, we know Katie has had her struggles over the years, and, you know, I remember, what was it, last year or something, where Katie revealed that she had, she was working at like a supermarket or something like that. And I was like, okay, so Katie looks like she's doing really good. Well, fast forward to 4 days ago on, I don't know what day it was, but 4 days ago. So today is Friday. Y'all know, I think it was like Monday or Tuesday, right? So Katie on her social media, child, I cannot with Katie. Let me see if I can find this post from Katie, because I found it on Reality Blurb. So it says, Real Housewives of Potomac alum Katie Ross shares a picture with her new husband as she reveals she married the love of her, it says, quote, married the love of my life, and admits to a previous manic episode before the wedding. Katie, oh God, Katie, I just want the best for Katie. I really, truly do. Because I like, now, when Katie was on her first season, wasn't like the biggest fan of Katie, but when Katie came back as a friend of, I was like, okay, I can kind of rock with Katie, right? But then after that, some of the things that Katie has said and done, it just be like, ooh, girl, I need you to stop. So let me see if I can find Katie's post. And this husband of hers, this husband of hers is a no. Or she posted on Twitter. I see Katie found that damn wig again. All right, you guys, so I can't really find the particular post, but it is on her ex. So it says, this is Katie's words. She says, I got married on July 10th to the love of my life. Prior to our marriage, I had a slight manic episode. It's been handled, and he encouraged me to get help and also stay off social media. So I committed to that, but now I'm back, healthy, happy, married to a good man. Hashtag Katie vibes. Now, I want you guys to, this is Katie and her husband. The heart wants what it wants. But the problem that I'm looking at is, like, you said you had, a mental health episode before the wedding. Oh God, Katie. The only thing that I will say is I do pray for Katie. I do hope that everything is good with Katie. I really do. I really do hope and pray everything is good for Katie. I really do. Seeing that man, more so seeing that man and seeing her post, it's like, But again, prayers up for Katie. Here's what I will say. What I will say is, if Katie is happy, if Katie is healthy, if all is good with Katie, then congratulations to Katie. Definitely congratulations to Katie. And that's all I got to say. I ain't got nothing else to say about that. I was hella alarmed seeing it. But if she's happy, if she's healthy, if the man treats her right, then live your life, Katie. That is it. That is all. We will pause here and move on to the next story, you guys. Shall we? All right, you guys, so the next story. At this point, I'm so sick of talking about this damn girl. Like, she stays in the blogs, and she frustrates me. And I'm talking about none other than Claressa Shields. When I tell y'all Claressa Shields is an irritance to me. So here's the thing with Claressa Shields, right? Now, you guys know she's been wanting to box with Laila Ali for quite some time now, right? So a few weeks ago, somebody saw Laila Ali, and they were like, "Would you fight Claressa Shields?" And she was like, "You know, if someone came up with $15 million, I would think about it." So then I think it was last week that Claressa got. Now, what I will say is, I'm not gonna take anything away from Claressa, but what I will say is, she got somebody to come up with the 15 million, and so she was at a table. Pap was there. I was like, oh, good God, Pap, go away. So they did that, but I was like, Claressa, did did you and anybody else? Because then people were like, okay, well, Laila needs to agree to this boxing match. Laila literally said out of her own mouth that that would be a talking point. She didn't say that she was gonna do it. She said it would be something to get the conversation started. I want y'all to know that she said get the conversation started, not for her to go into a boxing match with Claressa Shields, but neither here nor there, right? So then, last Saturday, I think it was, Claressa had a boxing match, right? So did y'all see Claressa when her and Papoose showed up to that damn boxing match? Her in that hot pink ass dress that looks like it looked like a Matador dress. I was like, all you need is the Matador mask, and then the way she was walking, I said, God damn, you walking worse than Viola Davis did in her fucking heels. Like, my God, today, girl, the way she was walking, I'm like, you gonna stomp a hole in that fucking floor, right? So then she did an interview this week where she still, it's like she was talking shit about Laila. And I was like, again, if you go back and listen to what Laila said in that interview, Laila literally said she would think about it. She didn't say, oh yeah, if somebody offered me 15 million, hell yeah, I'll fight her. She never said that. So for Claressa, the problem that I have with Claressa is, one, you cocky. And there's nothing wrong with being cocky, but you are arrogant and cocky, right? Laila Ali is one of the greatest, just like her dad is. She hasn't had a match in years. She is retired. And again, this goes to your lack of comprehension, because Laila never said anything about the 15 million would bring her in the ring with you. She said the 15 million would be a conversation starter. Whew, come on now. Like, Claressa, she's like, I don't know. It's just something about her. I'm sick of her. I'm sick of her talking about her man. I'm just sick of everything when it comes to Claressa Shields. I really want Claressa to go sit down. If you want to have babies with Pap, have your babies with Pap. And do you, Claressa. Do you. But do it off my timeline, please and thank you. Do it off my timeline. That's all I gotta say. Did I have on the wrong tooth? I do believe I do. Y'all, I'm sitting here, because I put these on earlier. Yeah, I did have these on the wrong one. Oh, shit. Y'all already got to hear. Okay, I ain't editing this. There we go. But yeah, so Claressa, do us that favor. Sit down, shut up, do your boxing, boink your man, and go on about your business. If Laila, like, here's the other thing with you, Claressa. Move in silence. Have you ever heard something like that? Get your people to reach out to Laila's people, right? Have your people reach out to her. If your people can set up the boxing match with Laila, bam, bam, you good. So, okay, let's pause here. move on, because I'm sick of Claressa. All right, you guys, so the next story, Shannon Sharpe, this is an update story on Shannon Sharpe. So, you guys remember, was it last week that I just talked about Shannon? Or whenever I talked about Shannon, you guys know that he settled with the girl that was suing him for the $50 million, right? And remember, I think it was after this that he was taken off of ESPN. Well, as of now, Shannon Sharpe has gotten the axe from ESPN. So, now Shannon has made a statement. He said he is at peace with the end of his run at ESPN, but he does have one nagging issue with how the dismissal was handled. So the Hall of Fame tight end and media commentator is disappointed news of the network's decision to move on from him couldn't hold until after his brother's induction into the Pro Football Hall of Fame this weekend. Sharpe, who made twice weekly appearances on ESPN's First Take since 2023, revealed on his Nightcap podcast on Wednesday, July 30th, and confirmed that he learned his time with ESPN was over earlier this week. Sharpe said his only request was that the network wait until Monday, August 4th to release the news. His older brother, longtime Green Bay Packers wide receiver Sterling Sharpe, is being enshrined in Canton, Ohio, as part of the Pro Football Hall of Fame class of 2025 on Saturday. Shannon and Sterling Sharpe are set to become the first pair of brothers in the Pro Football Hall of Fame. Shannon was inducted in the class of 2011. ESPN, quote, did what they feel they needed to do, and I'm at peace with that, Shannon Sharpe said. But I just wish this thing could have waited until Monday, because I hate the fact that I've overshadowed my brother, the first two brothers in the Pro Football Hall of Fame, and this is what the headline is going to be for the next couple of days. No, Shannon, here's the thing, Shannon. You've been overshadowed. Like, you have been in the media for the last few months. And ESPN is under Disney. I know Disney got a morality. Like they got one of those. They got one of those like morality clauses. So Disney. Here's the thing with you, Shannon. Disney first let you slide. I'm pretty sure they probably gave you a warning after that whole My Michelle thing when you accidentally went live while you were having sex with Michelle. That's number one. So they let you off with that one. But then you and this lawsuit, this, like, it was a catalyst of things, Shannon. Like, you piled on. Let me say this. I'm not saying that with the girl that was suing him, he should have just immediately settled. No. But he did end up settling. Like, you should have met, and I know he tried to settle with her, but she refused. So I'm not putting any of that on him, but you dogpiled on top of yourself, the Michelle stuff, this girl, and then you settling with this girl. So ESPN and Disney were like, shit, we ain't got no other choice but to part ways with him. We have given, and also I know that because Shannon, settled with the girl, settling with her doesn't mean he's guilty of anything. It just means he didn't want to risk taking that shit to court, right? But Shannon, you only have yourself to blame. So if you feel like anything is, and then also you're involved in another lawsuit. Now this lawsuit is not like, the previous lawsuit, but a lawsuit nonetheless. So at this point, Shannon, your brother's induction into the Hall of Fame was already overshadowed because of you. You have overshadowed it. But even still, and I'm pretty positive it was just last week that I came up here and told you guys that Shannon has settled with that girl. So that was still already out there, Shannon. So what the fuck are you talking about? And ESPN followed up the following week after you settled with her. Did you think that they weren't going to do anything? And honestly, Shannon, let's also be 100% for real with each other. ESPN don't give no more of a fuck about you or your brother. I'm just going to be real. With them, It's all about their bottom line, their money. It's about them, their advertisers. They're not worried about Shannon Sharpe and, oh, you know what? Shannon's brother is getting inducted into the Hall of Fame. Let's wait until. So you want them to wait a whole entire fucking week to release this information? Whatever, Shannon. What I will say to Shannon also is I hope that, especially with this girl, and here's something that I will say. When it comes to this young lady that he just made hella rich, I really feel like this young girl, the real reason why she came forward, which I think she said it in her complaint, that she, in her mind, which I don't believe her no more than I believe shit that Shannon says, right? I think that when it comes to Shannon and her, it's what he says, it's what she says, and smack dab in the middle is the truth, right? I do believe that the girl got jealous when he accidentally went live with Michelle. I do believe she got jealous about that. I will say that. Do I believe that she thought that they were in a relationship? Hell no. Hell no. Fuck no. Because what I will say is I think that their relationship was strictly sexual. Now, is it possible that a relationship can go from being just sexual to a actual relationship? It is. I would know because it's happened quite a few times with me, right? But I just think that that was a sexual relationship. I think she got jealous when she was like, "Oh, this big black man is fucking another bitch. My big black king is fucking another bitch," and so she got jealous about that. And that's just what I think. But hey, you guys will tell me what you think and feel about it, and that's really all we got, you guys, with They Couldn't Fool. So feel free to tell me what you guys thought about the Katie situation. Once again, I will reiterate, when it comes to Katie, prayers up to Katie. I hope everything is good with Katie. I hope everything is good with Katie. Oh, my jury duty check for $6 is here. My aunt just texted me and told me that. What else? What else we talking about? Oh, we talked about Katie. So yeah, prayers up for Katie. I hope everything is good when it comes to Katie. Also, hope that. Also, I wonder. Let me say this, and then we'll hop off. I wonder if Katie is trolling a little bit. Do y'all think she's trolling? Let me know. Also, let me know what y'all think about Claressa. Let me know what y'all think about Claressa Shields. I want her to sit her ass down somewhere and just go away. And then lastly, y'all, let's talk about this whole situation with Shannon. Where do you guys land when it comes to Shannon? Do you guys agree with Shannon that maybe ESPN should have halted, but Shannon, you were already fired. What were they halting? Is my question, Shannon. What were they halting? You were already fired, my nigga. So, I mean, what are they going to do? They're delaying the inevitable that they're going to say, oh, we fired Shannon Sharpe. Like, no, sir. But I want you guys to tell me what you think. So that is it, you guys. So next up is going to be, let's get into the blogs. And then Real Housewives of Orange County is going to, so let's get into the, actually, you guys will see all this stuff after I do my live of Orange County. So you guys will see this at 4 o'clock like usual. Let's get into the blogs. You guys will see that at 4:30. And then Ready to Love is back tonight, as well as Love at the Lockup. And you guys know, really, B and I will be going live. I need to text her about Beyond the Gates. But, Beyond the Gates, we will talk about that tomorrow. And Beyond the Gates will be on my channel. Is it on my channel this week? Also, so we did not do the panel for Real Housewives of Miami. So what we have decided is we're just going to do it next week, and we're going to double up on this week's episode and next week's episode. And I believe we will be on Really B's channel, but I will confirm that before I will confirm that for you guys. But yeah, you guys, that's it. So I'm going to get off of here. It is almost 1 o'clock, so it's almost time for Beyond the Gates to come on, and it's almost time for me to go to lunch. So let me get off of here. I'll see you guys in let's get into the blogs. Until then, you guys, stay safe, take care of yourselves, wash your hands, be blessed, and I'll see you guys in the next video.